About 3 months ago, we were in Australia planning our trip to Indonesia, and we realized that we were going to need to provide an exiting flight, which is something we haven't had the entirety of our trip so far. So then that spurred a huge conversation about what we were going to do for the rest of our travels because we rarely know where we're going next. So we booked a flight to Istanbul. We decided that our time in Asia was up. And then part of the deal with flying to Europe to start kind of a different leg of the trip was that we both felt like we needed to live somewhere for a while. We needed a break where we were on our own, where we could cook food and we could get rid of some of that friction we were feeling, like having to go out in these new cultures, in these new environments all the time, interacting with people where we didn't speak the same language. And we just wanted to feel a little bit of normalcy in the middle of our trip, which is how we ended up here in Plovdiv, Bulgaria. We did a lot of research into different cities. We considered Ljubljana, Slovenia, Budapest, Hungary, Bucharest, Romania. We considered a lot of places, and then we landed on Plovdiv, which is the second largest city in Bulgaria. It has a population of about 300,000 people. And in 2019, it was crowned the European Capital of Culture. We were really excited to get here. We got off the train. We took a night train from Istanbul. Carson was sick with some sort of weird cold stomach bug, and we showed up at like 5:30 in the morning. So when we pulled up to this apartment, we were very tired and very happy that we weren't kicking off another huge tourist day in Plovdiv. We could just show up to our apartment and sleep, which is what we did. We finally had 2 separate rooms too, because we've been living, at that point, it had been 8 months of living in hotel rooms. So Carson was able to sleep in the bedroom, I was able to sleep on that couch right there, and we were just able to be apart for a little bit and fully rest. We had some tea. And it really felt like we were going back to what our lives had been. It felt like we were coming back to our culture. You know, humans are very capable of adaptation, and we had really effectively adapted to our new lifestyle, to traveling, to taking buses, to living in hotels, to eating out all of the time and having those awkward situations where you walk into a restaurant kind of timidly, you sit down and you don't know what to order because the menu is all in Vietnamese. It felt like coming to this apartment was like coming home. It was coming back to something that we were familiar with. I have been really wanting to cook and bake the entire time because that was something I liked doing at home. And we were really excited to get groceries on our first day. We were so tired. Like I said, we got here at like 6 a.m. and we hadn't eaten anything. We barely ate all night because we were on that train. And neither of us wanted to figure out how to handle the grocery stores and where to go, and we didn't have any cash. So we put it off for as long as we could. And later that day, we ended up going to a grocery store, which is like right down the street, and it's been our favorite place. It's so cute. It's just been really fun to have food in the fridge and to be able to come and get snacks. Carson and I love oats, so I'm making oats for breakfast right now. It's just been really nice to feel a little bit normal again. And we have things like a TV. And behind you, we have a puzzle that Carson really wanted to get right when we got here, and we have not finished. Today's the day we're checking out. So that's a little disappointing. So like I said, we've loved this apartment, but what we didn't realize is how much we were going to love Plovdiv. The city of Plovdiv is one of the oldest continuously settled cities in the entire world. People have lived here for 8,000 years across a bunch of different dynasties, including the Romans, the Byzantines, the Turks, and the Bulgarians. So where we are in this kind of residential area has that very like post-communism feel to it. It's the gray apartment buildings that look a little bit stained and a little bit drab, but then when you get into the old town, it's that Renaissance architecture. So they have these really, really cool houses that you can go and you can see, and you can do a free walking tour of the entire old town with little QR codes you can scan to learn about each of the houses. And then it also has really great ancient Roman pieces. So it's got the amphitheater on top of one of the hills where you can see really cool live shows. We didn't get around to seeing anything. I don't think anything was playing while we've been here, but you can see like music and stuff there. There's also the ancient stadium, which is right in the middle of Old Town. It's like preserved, but also worked into the Renaissance period buildings, but also modern life here in Plovdiv. There's a really, really fancy and beautiful restaurant that kind of overlooks it. And what's left of the stadium is kind of encompassed in glass. It's really cool, and it's cool to walk down that street. One thing we've noticed about Plovdiv is that everyone is out all the time. There's a ton of young people and just people in general that are walking up and down that main street, just hanging out with their friends. And people here are always dressed up all the time. So we've just been lounging, doing nothing, going out not looking very nice. And people are always looking so put together, like just going and walking down that street is such an event. So it's been cool. We've learned a lot about Bulgarian culture just from our month here in Plovdiv. Plovdiv is also known as the city of 7 hills. It's funny because there's these tiny little hills that look so out of place that are scattered all around the city, and that's kind of where the winding old streets are that we love to walk through. There are only 6 left because one of the hills is completely demolished for mining purposes. I can't remember what they are mining, but it's completely gone now. And they have this really beautiful park that we went and walked through. And you can go up, and to the top there's this big statue, and then you can look out and you can see all of Plovdiv. It's really cool. It's really, really beautiful. When we first got here, we were really tired and not in a great mood. And so we were questioning why so many people recommended this and why it was the European capital of culture in 2019. But when you got out into the city, we realized that it's so, so beautiful. And it's so nice. There's so many green spaces, especially when we got up to the top of that hill to the viewpoint. You can see an aerial view of the entire city, and it's just greenery everywhere. There's so many trees, and it's not like, you know, in American or Canadian cities where parks and trees are purposely put places. It feels like the city was built around all of the existing trees. Like it was built into the landscape as opposed to the landscape being demolished and a city built on top of it. So you don't have things like Princess Island Park or Central Park where it's like concrete jungle and then a random green space. It literally looks like a forest with a couple of those really iconic like orange rooftops poking out. While we've been here, I've been vlogging a little bit on and off, so I wanted to introduce Plovdiv and talk a little bit about our time, but I'll play the clips that I have of us out and about during our time here. Got super, super bright all of a sudden. So I'll show you guys those clips now.
Handiwork.
I've been wanting to make oatmeal raisin cookies for 9 months, but we're in an Airbnb and we don't have any measuring cups. So I'm gonna make it up as I go. Luckily, what we do have are the ingredients to make oatmeal raisin cookies and something called ammonium bicarbonate, which I hope is the same thing as baking soda because they did not have baking soda in the Bulgarian supermarket. This looks like it's about a cup, but the key with recipes is that as long as the proportions are the same, it'll be okay. At least that's what I'm going with. So for this recipe, this is a cup. These smell like oatmeal raisin cookies, but I made a lot of substitutes, and there's no vanilla. So we'll see how they bake up. I really want to eat the cookie dough, but after I had salmonella, don't think I want to eat the cookie dough anymore.
So you were scared at they could into the concrete.
So I finished the cookies, and I also made Carson and I some soup for dinner, and they turned out so good. I've already had one to test to see if it was cooked enough, but oh, it turned out so good. Even with all the subs, with the margarine instead of butter, the baking powder instead of baking soda, the like measuring everything with my heart. So good. What a nice activity for a nice quiet Sunday in Bulgaria. We came to the park where the singing fountains are, and we're gonna play with our frisbee. This is a water frisbee. It's not a ton of water here in Plovdiv, so we're gonna play in the grass instead. Oh, sorry, that was bad. Today is Easter, and it's our first Easter where we're not at home. Thankfully, we have an apartment with 2 separate rooms, so I'm in the kitchen and living area, and Carson's still asleep in the bedroom. And we're gonna do an Easter egg hunt. We went to the store and got some chocolate yesterday. We have a little chocolate bunny, some little chocolate chicks, and some mini chocolate eggs. So I'm gonna hide them around, and then when Carson comes back, I'll give him a little basket and he can come hunt for them. Every year at home, we do an Easter egg hunt, even though I'm much too old to do Easter egg hunts. I am such a holiday person. I absolutely love holidays, especially Halloween and Christmas. Easter is also one of my favorites though, and every year I make us do an Easter egg hunt. And my parents hide eggs for us still, and every year they forget where they've hidden the eggs and they hide them way too hard. So every year in like August, we'll find a random stray moldy chocolate egg. So this is my first year hiding eggs. I'm gonna try to keep track of all like 15 of them so we don't have any moldy eggs. I need to make it really hard because Carson's smart. And every year, my dad hides them, like outside or in the park next to our house. So I think I'm gonna put some on the balcony. We've only got a couple left. I don't know if that's too easy. Okay, I found another really hard one. See the bookshelf? The socket right there. So now all we have is the big bunny. And Carson specifically said to hide this one hard. And I don't think he thinks that I can hide these eggs well. So originally I was thinking over in that bookshelf in the plant, but then I thought, that's too predictable, right? I found an even better one. At the top of this curtain, there's a gap between the rod and the wall, and it fits right up there. Carson's awake. He's not gonna come in too far because then he'll see my eggies. But I'm gonna go hunt first. We have a little basket and I'm gonna go see how well Carson hid them because like you guys saw, I hid mine pretty well. So we'll see. Okay, so this is the like hallway, bedroom, bathroom area. This is where Carson got to hide. So I'm gonna go start in the bedroom.
No, don't start in the bedroom.
Okay. I'll start out here. Ah, I found one.
Oh.
I found another one. Oh, that would have been a good spot. Here. Oh, I found another one.
That's just a nice one.
Yeah.
It's a fun spot.
Oh, I found another one. I'm on a roll. Okay, wait, do you remember how many we had?
Yeah. I don't even remember where I put them all.
Oh, but the bedroom's so messy.
Okay, just, oh, they're pretty well hidden in here.
Oh. Ah! Ah!
Cheating, you didn't even see the good
Oh, wait, I
eyes.
found something.
Oh.
This one's cute. I found the big bunny. I had to get on the bed to find it, but I found it. It's on the air conditioner. How many more do I have?
3.
These ones are really hard.
So there's 3 more chocolates left, and if Anna doesn't find them in 5 minutes, I get all her candy, so the pressure's on.
Oh. can't find it. Is it inside the dishwasher section? I can't find it. I found it. It was right here. I just didn't see it. Right here. I found it. Okay, one to go. I got the last one. It was under here. I couldn't see it. And now I found all of mine. All my Easter chocolate. Carson's turn. Okay, you can start.
Spotted. Look again. Okay. Oh!
Mine are actually pretty hard.
Not these ones. This is cute. See, that's a fun one.
I almost put one up there, but I didn't.
Yeah, I thought of it. Oh! Another one. A little plant chicken. A dirt chicken. Oh, that's a good one back there.
I know, I'm sad you got that one.
Nice. Oh, this is a cute one.
Isn't it cute? You won.
Spotted. Outside chicken.
Oh, I didn't think you were gonna see that one either.
Oh, the green one. That's a good find right there.
I really didn't think you were gonna find that one.
You underestimate my skills. And I'm just finding them all. Like there's no tomorrow. Oh, in the potato cupboard. Chicken. Where is the bunny? I just don't know. Huh. I don't even know where to look at it.
If you're stupid, you can ask for a hint.
No.
Stop doing the puzzle.
Where's the bunny? I've done it.
You hit it so much more because you pulled the curtains over.
Yes. Oh my god. I've done it. All the chocolates.
So it's later on in the day and I just finished making our dinner. Like, you know, Kristen and I are by ourselves and we're missing our like big fancy stuffing and mashed potatoes dinner we have with our families, and usually we get it twice, once with my family, once with his. So instead, from scratch, I made pot pie with phyllo, a veggie pot pie, mashed potatoes, and I made a veggie gravy from vegetable stock, which is so yummy, and some brownies. So we're gonna have a nice Easter, even though it's just the two of us.
Oh my.
Oh, the
The gravy turned out really, really, really
good. The gravy
good.
is really good.
Wow. That's one of the best gravies I've ever had. I'm from the weird...
With no meat, it's a little salty, to be honest.
It's a little salty. But you mix it in with the potatoes.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. I can't believe I haven't eaten mashed potatoes and gravy for like almost a whole year. That's a sin.
So right behind me is Hisar Kapia Gate. It is one of the few gates going into the old town in the city of Plovdiv. And you can see up here, that during the medieval times, the wealthy merchants of Plovdiv built their houses into the wall right up there, and the ground floor of these houses still have the walls from the medieval construction, from the medieval times. Super cool, interesting mix of like Renaissance and also like old Roman Empire architecture here in Plovdiv. We're having a super fun time walking around the streets.
Okay, so we went up to this vending machine place where you go to the vending machine and make your order, kind of like in Japan, but it was all in Bulgarian. But they had these awesome cone donairs that I wanted. So we just guessed because there wasn't any pictures. And I ended up getting this gigantic donair taco with fries in it. It's like the weirdest thing I've ever seen in my life. So here's some Bulgarian food for you. I don't even know how to eat it. What am I? Whose mouth is this big? Oh, mine. That'll be the hardest food to eat I've ever had in my life. Good. Next time I want to get the cone donair.
We finally got our first donairs in Bulgaria. This is the first donair I'm having the entire trip because it's the first time we found a falafel one.
This is huge. This is how they make them here. Like they make them as like a cone, like an ice cream cone donair. And you just order them at the vending machines, like at a little vending machine and then pay at the vending machine and then just give the guy your receipt and he just whips it up for you. Looks awesome.
Yeah.
Come on, mine is huge. It's hard, like look at that. It's almost the size of my head.
This really, really, really good.
Yeah, this one's amazing.
The falafel ones are hard, honestly, to make good because if you don't season the falafels well, they really fall flat compared to the donair, especially because I haven't been vegetarian my whole life. So I've had the shawarma meat and I know it's so good. This one, really, really good.
Mine is awesome. It's actually one of the best donairs I've had in my whole life. Oh, I said it. But it is. It's amazing. But they give you, like you saw, that giant cone. So it's so hard to eat. It's like a process. And I clearly don't have the local knowledge on the strategy, so I'm really struggling. But it's worth it. The sauce is so good. Oh my God.
Okay, today is March 25th. We're sitting in our apartment in Plovdiv. And we're updating because we are booking our flights back to Calgary for May 16th. We have less than 2 months left of our big full-time travel. By the time we go home, we would have been gone for 11 months, which is crazy to be gone for. So here we are. We got an insane deal on WestJet from Rome to Calgary for $247, which is wild.
So we had to snap it up.
So here it is, Rome to Calgary. It's weird seeing Calgary on something we're booking again. It's been almost a year we've been gone, and now we're going home. We're booking something to home. Okay, here we go. We're checking it over. Right here. Okay, we're gonna book it. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Wait, it's
Loading.
loading. It's loading. This is exciting though. We're officially going home. I'm feeling excited. I thought I was gonna feel sad, but I'm actually feeling excited.
I feel very excited.
I'm excited to see the dogs.
And Hannah was not sure if she was going to come home with me, but now she is. So.
Oh, we look forward to welcoming you aboard.
Nice.
There we go. We're both going home May 16th.
Okay, this is my big puzzle. We tried to do it. I tried my best, but I didn't finish it because it ended up just being a bunch of blue and green that you can't tell what to do. So I did all the fun building parts and stuff, and then I didn't finish it. So here's the picture it's supposed to be. And then you can see the progress. I think we did a good job. All the fun parts. Now we have to sadly put it away, but it'd be a nice gift for whoever visits here next. They can do the puzzle. Maybe they'll finish it.
Oh no. Okay, we're just about to check out. I'll give you a quick tour of the place, mostly so we remember it in this video forever. This is the front door, obviously, and then we have this hallway, this coat and shoe area, nice mirror, and then we've got, this is the bedroom, and we got to hang our clothes up, which was so nice, and put everything away. A nice desk, so we got to put all of our stationery and cables and whatever. Bed was super comfy, and they had classic European style of 2 different blankets. Well, they only had one on the bed, but they had a spare duvet. So Carson and I each got our own blanket, which was nice. Underneath the bed is storage, so extra towels, we can put our backpacks there. And then this place has 2 terraces. This one, which was so nice, but it was also like overlooking the 24/7 basketball court out there. So all you heard all day and into the evening was dribble, 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 dribble. But cute little area. And then bathroom was super nice. Probably the nicest bathroom we've had all trip. In here, got shower, sink, washing machine. So we got to do laundry. Then we have the second room. So like I said, Carson and I got to split up, which was so nice. This was our living room. We had a full TV, super comfy couch, some games and stuff, super nice kitchen, table. And then our second balcony, which was a little bit cuter, this one. It was nice. So that is that. This Airbnb was super, super nice, and we're very lucky we got it. But you can see our place is relatively clean and our bags are packed up, so we're heading out onto the train. If you're considering coming to Plovdiv, I hope that this was a little helpful, seeing what our life was like here. I honestly really would recommend it. I think it's beautiful. We'll see what we think of the rest of Bulgaria, but Plovdiv just had such a unique energy and life to it that I would definitely recommend coming here and spending some time. So if you like this video, consider subscribing to the channel because it really does help us out. I love making vlogs and I love traveling and I love sharing it with you guys. So if you like that, make sure you subscribe and I will see you in the next video. Bye.